Hey, what's up everybody? Today we live traded Tesla in the Discord server, and I got a few requests to break this trade down, the entry, the exit, why the stock was on the watch list in the first place. So let's run through the whole thing. We're starting off on the daily chart time frame for Tesla. The reason why Tesla made the watch list was because Tesla has been range trading between roughly 860 and 920 for the past 4 trading days. So what we were looking for was a break of this range to the top side for the rebound, basically, on Tesla off this 200 EMA. We didn't quite get the full rebound that we wanted, but we did take a trade that enabled us to get 30 to 35% profits on, and we're going to talk about that right now. So I'm going to move to the 5-day, 5-minute time frame. Our long trigger today for Tesla was placed at $920. The reason being is because if we're just looking at the 5-day, 5-minute time frame, we have resistance right there. We've got resistance in the pre-market here. We've got resistance pre-market there. We've got resistance definitely in this whole area from a couple of days ago, and we were opening up just below this $920 price point. So my thought process was, if Tesla opened up and went green and broke 920, we would have room for this to run to 930, 940 on any sort of run over 920. Unfortunately, it didn't open up and go immediately green, so we had to adjust our trading plan a little bit. It actually opened up and went red initially and then reversed. When this happens, the trigger level at 920, in this case, the trigger level often acts as a point of resistance. So if the stock opens up and goes red immediately, the long trigger tends to act more of a resistance point, more as a resistance point than a point to take your entry at. And that is because when the stock goes red initially, look, it has more room to make up. We're looking at a 3.5% move on Tesla up to 920 from the low of day. Whereas if it opened up and just went immediately green, we're only looking at a 1.8% move there. So, it basically has to make double the amount of move to a known point of resistance and then continue to go if we were to take the entry up here at 920. So what did we do? We adjusted on this trade. I'm going to flip this to the 1-minute time frame. So Tesla again opened up, had that drop, and then had a bunch of consolidation. I talked about this in the video from yesterday on Facebook. Whole numbers tend to act as natural points of support and resistance, and in this case 900, where this trend line was drawn, was acting as a point of resistance. We see that here with all of this consolidation. Tesla broke this consolidation, and we start to see, let me move this a little bit so you can see, we start to see this volume that was on average decreasing then start to increase, right? And as the volume is coming in, volume's increasing, the stock price is also increasing. So that right there brought immediate attention to Tesla for me. And honestly, I wish that I had seen it a little earlier, because I would have said that we could have gotten in maybe midway through this candle or even on a drop down on this candle with a stop loss at 900. Unfortunately, we weren't able to really get our contracts loaded and get ready to take a position on this until Tesla had made its move up to the top side. So when that happens, if you ever feel like you're missing the move or you've missed a move, chances are you did, right? And the best thing to do in that scenario is just not chase. Wait for the dip entry, because if the move is real, if this volume was really coming in like this and the move is to continue up, chances are you will get some sort of dip entry or some sort of pattern formation forming for you to take that entry. So what I told the team in the live trading session was 2 things. I said, 1, we want to look for a dip down close to 905. And 2, we wanted to look for a dip down close to 900. We never know how far these things can dip on these runs like this. So Tesla made its run, started to pull back, right? And we were looking for that entry down here at 905, maybe with a stop loss at the previous day's close, or an entry closer to 900 with a stop loss at 900, and we did not get it. So the stock ran up, red for 2 candles. Again, I'm on the 1-minute time frame, and then went green right here. So we went ahead and take that entry. right? That's your confirmation. The reason why we wanted to enter around 905 or even 906 was because that was the previous high of day. So high of day and low of day also will always act as points of potential points of support and resistance. So it did. It pulled back, bounced right off the previous high of day here, and started to print green. I mentioned to the team that we could look at taking further out of the money contracts on Tesla, the 980 calls, because what I'm prepping for is that $5,000 challenge, which I'm still debating on if I'm going to do $5,000 or $1,000. My poll yesterday, almost 70% of you said to start with $1,000. So I may have to listen to the masses. I may start with 1,000. Anyways, besides the point, I said we can go with further out of the money contracts because even if I was trading with $1,000, I'd have to go out of the money to afford contracts on Tesla anyways. Those contracts were at $650 on average through this consolidation period. This pattern is known as a bull pennant pattern. So it's a series of lower highs as well as higher lows, all being compressed to a point on lower volume. And then when you get the confirmation move, aka the breakout into the high of day, you're typically going to have higher volume come in, which we see right here. So we got the high of day break and then the run higher. What leading up to this, what was something that was a telltale sign for us to take this position in this consolidation, during this consolidation? In real time, I was also talking about QQQ, right? Qs. I drew this trend line in the across the tops of these candles and then posted it for you in the server. Let me just scroll up here. So I posted this chart for you and I said, hey, Qs is nearing this downward trend line, the top side of this downward trend line. If we get a break of this downward trend line, there's a chance that everything could reverse, right? And this was happening at, let's see, 650, 651. And then eventually you see here that we did get that breakout, right? So 650 and 651. What was happening on Tesla at 650 and 651? Then it started to consolidate. So as Tesla was consolidating all the way up to 656, Qs was consolidating over this trigger level. Then we have that break right here at 656 on Qs, pushing it up close to, at the time, the high of day, pushing it up close to the high of day, and that's when Tesla took off. So we combined using the downward trend line strategy, the downward trend line break strategy on Qs, with the fact that Tesla was pushing up into the high of day, was breaking over the previous day's close, was holding the high of day as a point of support to be able to take this entry and this run up to the new high of day. 920 was ultimately our price target because of the 5-day, 5-minute time frame resistance shown here. So kind of a lot of different things going into that trade. We had a whole number break on Tesla. That'll be number one. The whole number being 900. We had the previous day's close being broken on Tesla. That's number 2. We had the high of day break on Tesla. That's number 3. We had volume coming in on Tesla. That's number 4. We had Qs breaking the downward trend line. That's confirmation number 5. And Tesla was holding the previous high of day here at 906 as a point of support. That's going to be confirmation number 6. 6 reasons why Tesla could have been taken today, should have been taken today. Beautiful trade. Those contracts ran again from 650 all the way up to 900. So you're looking at like 35%, 37% gains on those contracts. And that's something that's, $80, $90 out of the money at this time. Okay. I hope the videos helped you out. Press the like button for me. I want to take another poll. Comment below if I should do a $1,000 account challenge or if I should do a $5,000 account challenge, because I was leaning towards a $5,000 account challenge, but the masses are voting 1K. So let me know below, what do you think we should do? When do you or what amount do you think I should start with? And if majority votes 1K, then I guess we'll do it. We'll do a 1K challenge. All right. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and see you in chat. Peace.